Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tim from Tim's Electronics Lab, and today we've got a new post bag. Now it's a rather small one because there are only 3 items, but they're very important items. And so yeah, let's get started. I'm going to open this one first. And there you go. Nicely packaged. Those are very nicely packaged. Now the package already says it. Blitzwolf micro USB cables, black, because yeah, I want them black. Let's put my math straight. So let's check them out. I'm in a huge need of these micro USB cables, because yeah, you know, ESPs everywhere, micro USB cables everywhere. So yeah, let's check them out. Oh, they've included a QR code too. Yeah, they do have this thing. It's keeps the cable together. I'm not sure what it's called in English. And the cable, yeah, it's not very long, it's 1 meter, but it feels very good, it feels very firm. You know, the cable wants to get back in its original form, so that's good. Now the other one is the same, well, supposedly the same, it should be the same, but let's check it out anyway, since we're still here. Open it up. Is this some kind of sticker? Oh no, it isn't. You've 18 months manufacturer warranty. So let us turn that phone upside down. Tell us your story now. Oh, it's really good. I think Blitzwolf is a larger manufacturer than we all think, and is not your usual China product that you might get. So, 2 Blitzwolf micro USB cables. Very nice. On to the next package. And this one's empty. Now this one, the small one. It says printer nozzle weight 0.017 kilograms. Value 70 US dollar cents. So let's open this one, because this one has been delayed. I expected it way earlier than right now, but yeah. So these are 3D printer nozzles. 5 pieces, so I should have enough for now. Now I've got the old one over here. Let me turn on my my light for you and zoom in a little bit. So this is the old one. Now the old one is yeah, it doesn't look very good. Now there is still a small piece of filament in there, but as you can see, it's all dirty, and you know, the screwing threads are, well, they look like they're very rusty actually. This doesn't look normal. And most importantly, I'm going to do my best to show it to you. Is the camera able to zoom or to focus? I think you are able to see that. The small hole here, as far as I can see, is not round anymore. So the filament comes out in a C-shaped shape. So the filament is going all places except for the good one. and that was the reason I thought I needed a new nozzle. So I ordered one end of August, and we're in the first week of October, and it has just arrived. So I'm not too happy about that, but hey, we've got 5 of them, and the first thing that noticed me is that the filament body, if you will to call it like that, let me zoom in again, is a little smaller than the original nozzle that came with the printer, but the screw thread seems about the same. Yeah, so the hole for the filament is the same, because here, you know, it fits right on the other end of the filament, so that's a good sign. And most importantly, the extrusion hole is round and not C-shaped. So 5 3D printer nozzles. It's 2.7 millimeters in and 0.4 millimeters out. So yeah, I'm going to mount one of these nozzles on my printer and hope to have it finally back working again, because it's been, I think, around 1.5 months that my printer has been out of service, and I miss it. So yeah, all my projects have been MacGyvered. You know, I needed a case for a AC to DC conversion because all the circuitry is open. I've got another one of those circuits. It's this one. It's a AC to 5 volts DC conversion board. But as you can see, the whole PCB is, it's naked. Everything is naked. All the contacts are naked. The output is naked. The input is naked. So you can't have this flapping around in the breeze. So you need to put something around it to prevent anyone from touching it and getting a huge shock. So I used some kind of box I had laying around, but I wanted to make a nice 3D printed case, but my 3D printer wasn't working because of suspectably the nozzles. So I ordered new nozzles, and well, I think we're about more than a month later, they finally came in. So nice. I'm going to test it really soon, because I'm in a big urge to print and upgrade. And the final item also has something to do with the 3D printer. It says 3D printer parts and accessories. Now, looking at the... Wait, I'm going to turn off my light. Waiting for the... There you go. Looking at the form of the package, you might already know what's in here. So yeah, let's open this one too, and find any good spot to open it. Now, when ordering this part for the first time, I wasn't sure if I ordered the correct size. I think this knife is getting a bit bold. I wasn't sure if I ordered the correct size. So I've got an old one laying around here, and we're going to compare them. Come on, open, and get out. So let's open this too. Oh, oops. Like this. And is it able to come out? Yeah, kind of. No, it isn't. There's still a piece of tape that's holding it. Now I can already tell that the previous order is not the correct size. Look, this one is much bigger. This is much bigger and better. And so you might be wondering, what are these things? Well, they are heat pad stickers. I've got one left, that's this one, and as you can see, it's not the correct size, and that has noticed me when I put them on my printer. But I thought that it was supposed to be like that because you can adjust the screws, because the sticker isn't covering the screws. So let's actually measure this. So the first order is 200 millimeters, and the last order should be 220, because yeah, it is 220. So now we've got another thingy, because I like to use a screwdriver for adjusting the heat bed, but I shouldn't do that because I've adjusted way too much by using a screwdriver. So I've got some adjusting screws coming up, because yeah, I need to adjust my printer bed now and then, and yeah, using screws and with the lock nuts, especially the springs. When assembling the printer, I cut the springs that push up the heat bed, because I thought they were way too big and the heat bed didn't level out with the lowest part of the printer arm, of the that is the y-axis. So I thought, hey, let's cut the springs, because I tried to lower the bed all the way, but the springs were fully compressed. So I couldn't lower the bed anymore because of the fully compressed springs. So I cut them, which worked out just fine. But now one of the screws, the spring of one of the screws is a little too small. So the lock nut, or the fly nut, I'm not sure how you call it, is getting loose when you print very much. So the printer bed becomes unleveled and uncalibrated, and all the things, and then your whole prints get messed up. So that's why I ordered the print bed screws with new springs, of course. That was the thing I was actually looking for, and I saw them, and that's good. So those are coming up too. And well, I'm first going to try to get my printer back up and running, because yeah, it's been way too long since I printed something. So that's that's something I will do right now. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned on the channel for the screw upgrade, if you will to call it like that. And make sure to follow my other projects, because they're getting together really soon. I'm doing loads of home automation, but I want to do it right first before I record a video about it, since it actually needs to work before I can record a video about it. And I've got loads of 18650s. Let me pick one here. So this is one, and I've got 4 here, and I've got another 2 of the same batteries, and another 2 of the of these Samsung cells. Now these are Panasonic cells, these are Samsung 8650s, and I'm going to make a solar powered Wi-Fi outdoor sensor, but for that my 3D printer needed to work, because I need to print a case. So now I'm going to fix my 3D printer really soon now, so I can hopefully print a case and finish the solar powered outdoor Wi-Fi sensor project with all kinds of great sensors and functions and usabilities. So check that out on my channel really soon, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Make sure to leave a comment down below. You can also share this video with your friends if you think they will like it too. See you next time.